YouTube if
I
you
see that.
ain't tripping.
No, that's the reason why that's there.
Nah, you feel me? Hey, I didn't got put in the trick bag before. Motherfuckers been trying to hate on my shine.
So no,
I've
so
been
you
on
know what you
YouTube
do?
4 months. 3 months of them I didn't had a copyright strike,
So you
invalid
know
one.
what you do?
What I
This is
do?
how you cure that. Because remember, if I'm on StreamYard, you can't do that unless I check that box. If I
Fact.
don't check that box, you can't. So
That's
just
a
the
fact.
option of you being able to do that means I'm allowing you to. So if somebody's trying to do, then you already know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah, well,
Well,
yeah,
how
we
did
know
how,
how. Yeah. I done been through it in these 4 months.
I bet, yo, what we got here? This is a wild looking channel. I never seen it. It goes action live online
Oh,
under the category. What is that?
nah,
Look at that shit.
that's one of my stream bots.
Oh, that shit fucked me up. I'm like, what the hell is that? Yo, that whole avatar look
Yeah.
crazy. I'm
I
like,
be
yo, what?
trying to put it together. You go.
Oh, I'm not mad, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's one of my they help the the back, you know what I'm saying? They keep my shit
Oh,
together on Twitch. I put it on Twitch too. That's my Twitch bot.
see, that's so now I don't do other platforms. Well, I go to Facebook because it's a different audience, but I don't really do other platforms. And people been telling me to get on these other platforms, yo. I just haven't done it.
Hey,
I
you
just
need to get on every one because they monetize faster.
and you know these this dude was talking about this shit earlier. I'm gonna react to this shit too. The
For
TikTok
sure,
shit.
Black and Brown is for sure united. Me and 5/5, we
Oh,
understand. We overstand, Luis.
oh, hold on. I got a whole ticker for that. Bang. I got a whole ticker for that. Just because you said it, you made me put it out. Hold on. I got a whole ticker for that, bro. What are we talking about? Black and brown always united despite the internet trying to. And this is what I was talking about. The shit that was happening, I wasn't seeing that outside in real time. I wasn't seeing it. Yo, honestly, I'm telling people that I know in real life that would fall under the FBA moniker, right? And I'm telling them, I'm like, yo, these dudes is getting mad at me because of this, that, and the third, right? And these are people that are active. They're active in the street. They got flags. These niggas, they want to come on here and talk shit to anybody.
What was your stance on it, 5? Real quick, catch me up, real quick. Long story short.
On the music part, the creation, the division, what?
Yeah, on the division part. You know, on the music shit, you know, that the people was coming at you for.
So at first I was like, I went through what I was told, and people like KRS-One always said that Puerto Ricans were there in the beginning, right? Which is what Fat Joe was talking about.
And this is beautiful for my people because you from the East Coast and that's where it originated at. So global gang, pay attention.
There you go. So we on King of New Jersey's panel, and this other channel called Street Media TV shows a video, right? And this is the best way to explain this. When Fat Joe says that we were 50%, right? Hey, that was wrong, but more to the argument, the 50% of who he's talking about, we just let them do the talking, which was Crazy Legs and them, and he screen shared the video, and they said that they were already doing the music we watched. The black people were already breakdancing, then we did it. So no, that means we did not have nothing. We came in after the fact.
Wait, who said that?
You've never seen that?
Nah.
I screenshot that shit mad times. I screenshot it mad times. Yeah, bro.
Nah.
Yeah,
you know I just got into. Well, I don't even know if I subscribe to the right channel, 5.
What you mean?
Keep it real. I looked you up on my own. What, you deleted the other one?
Nah. Oh no. So the other channel got a different name. And remember, there's worded different, but so
you get what I'm saying, right? I just looked you up on my own.
I don't like talking about that shit.
Don't.
I was in another sector talking about Hassan Campbell and shit.
No, I already know.
So if it wasn't based around that, people wasn't put. So I killed that whole channel, made this one.
For sure.
But that was a couple years ago.
I don't even know what channel we on right now. I just looked up you by my. Just, you feel me? When we was on channel screen on live that one day, I looked you up. You feel me? Search.
Yeah, that's the name of my channel right there.
Okay, I'm on it. I got it there. I got it.
Matter of fact, the one that you replied the comment on.
Got you. I got the right
what
one.
It is, no. So what it is my ad is different from my channel.
Yeah, I be trying to tell y'all, be seamless, man. It's easier, dog.
Yeah, most people's ad is their channel. My ad isn't my channel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like What was he saying? Oh, so the people he was talking about, there's videos of them back then, and they talk about how that they were in the houses already doing it. But now this is where the argument comes into play, right? Because there's a whole nother aspect of this argument that's not being addressed, or is being ignored on purpose. Is the best way to put it. Is certain people feel like what you was being called hip hop was being done prior to it being labeled as hip hop in other places, right? You get what I'm saying?
What was it then? Continue. That's an argument. Continue.
All right, so now we're talking from a point that I said that I never would. All right, so I don't disagree with what FBA wants to do. I feel like the government should have been paid niggas. Like, what are we talking about here? You get what I'm saying? Let's make that 100% clear. I don't like talking about FBA type stuff because I don't fall what's under an FBA moniker. So I feel like I don't even have the right to discuss it.
What are you, Fi? It don't matter.
I'm Puerto Rican. If this is what you want to say, I'm American. I'm 100% American because this is where the shit gets a little hazy at. Because they be like, yo, but you're waving your flag. Well, this flag was made in New York. This flag wasn't made in Puerto Rico. The shit was made right here in New York. And our island didn't want to adopt this flag at first. They fought against it. They felt like it was part of the colonizer. Our island was actually called Borican. It wasn't called Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's like, you get what I'm saying? It's a whole nother element to that shit. To the point that some Puerto Ricans feel like when you say Latinos, we take that as disrespect because we speak Spanish. We're not like all these other people you're talking about. They have their own countries. Puerto Rico is part of America. You get what I'm saying? So now over here, that's why over here we always grew up together. There was no separation with us. Like I try to tell people in my time. So I keep saying I'm not talking about times before me. I'm the first one born here. My parents, my siblings, everybody was born in Puerto Rico. I'm the first one born here. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not talking about what happened when I was in my daddy's nutsack. My daddy was probably in Puerto Rico playing baseball. That's how I got here. Because he had a baseball contract in the Bronx and he wouldn't sign it because he didn't know English. That's how I got here. You get what I'm saying?
That's gangster.
True shit. And it's like, in my time, I grew up, we was always together. So where I'm from, I would see a bunch of blacks and Puerto Ricans over here, right? Fighting a whole bunch of other blacks and Puerto Ricans over here. You get that color shit.
You don't know what's going. Yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah, nigga, we from this hood. You from that hood.
Yep.
And now inside, now this is where it gets crazy. Now inside of all the hoods, they fight each other.
No, yeah, I fully get it. Hey, but look though, y'all family wasn't giving y'all no heritage though.
A lot of my heritage was more of old, like.
Because you know how they get tell you something inside the house and it formulates your mind in the outside. You hear me?
So now that's what I was saying. So now I come from a real, like my mom is very traditional. She's not modern. My mom is real, like, all right, like my grandfather. This is what I'm saying. It only takes one hop for me. My mother's father was born in 1875. That's my grandparent was born in the 1800s. That's one jump for me. You get what I'm saying? My mom's father was born in 1870. You get what I'm saying? That's one jump for me.
That's wild. 5.
Like think about. That's why I say that certain shit. I don't.
Wait, your grandpa?
Yeah, my mother's father, 1875.
That is your grandpa.
Yeah,
he was born in the 18s, dog.
Yep.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. That's one jump for me. That's one jump. That's just
put that in perspective. You feel me?
Yeah, that's why I stay back from certain conversations.
Hey, what man? You gotta do. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute to read this book right here.
I'd be like, what the fuck?
It's gonna take a minute to read this book.
And then they put on the game. We did another live here talking about FBA. Or it was me, Billy O. It was a whole bunch of us. There's everybody screen sharing. I'm looking up shit. We actually look up the Jim Crow law, and it actually says that they made it up for blacks and Puerto Ricans back in the 1500s or whatever.
It included Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. I didn't know, and I'm the one reading it.
It's my first time hearing that.
I had it on the screen. I was reading. I was like, yo, what? I didn't even know this shit, and I'm Puerto Rican. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I didn't know it. And that's what I'd rather use the internet for, to learn, to make like I tell people all the time, what I'm gonna get mad at Cash for and talk shit and SMD and all this shit, right? And then I'm gonna close my laptop and be outside. If I'm gonna give that energy, I'd rather do it to somebody outside and connect with
Hey,
Cash
if you
and
turn
make
this
music.
phone off, all this shit goes away. Wack told me one time, like, hey, you're not about to teleport through this phone, so let's just talk.
True shit.
And
True
I was
shit.
like, hey, the hardest gangster gotta say all right to that. Would you go, you
Well,
know what I'm
honestly,
saying?
when I talk to him, everybody, I say this shit all the time. When I talk to him, bro,
People
he
hate it, number one.
we talked. We was on the live, and when the live ended, we spoke, and because he was talking to somebody else. He was going at it with dopers, right? And I was like, yo,
I
you
heard
were saying
about that.
some
I
shit.
heard about
I was
that.
like, yo, you were saying some shit to him that resonated with me with what you. I was like, because you were like, he basically said, yo, how the fuck you don't like me? You don't even know me. And I was like, damn, yo, this nigga makes an awesome point there. How? And that's what I said to him. I was like, yo, you just said something that put everything in perspective for me. I was like, I can't not like you because I don't know you. So I don't agree with some of this shit you say. And he's like what, my brother? And we talk, bam, bam, bam. And
And
it
he
was
do
like
like
that.
you want to know examples. That's you like what time? When
Yeah,
is the
and I
time
told
that
him, yo,
yeah.
salute Biggie, Compton. That's Compton in the house right there, B.
What's happening, Big East? So California, big salute. You feel me? Southern
So
Cali.
he
Hey,
would me
hey,
and him
yeah,
that.
that's a fact though. That's a figure. That's a real fact, bro.
Yeah. And it
I
was
was
me,
all right. So
him.
the other day, right? I was trying to
Yep.
figure out, like, hey, I even asked somebody. I'm like, hey, at what point, what did Wack do to piss everybody off? You feel me? The whole world, and I couldn't figure out. Right, Five? I couldn't. I couldn't. I swear I couldn't because I knew I've been knowing him since no one was knowing what you know who he was. Just 'cause I'm from Cali and I'm real right. So then I started thinking, I'm like, why niggas hate LeBron so much? He ain't done nothing but be with the same girl, play basketball since he was a kid, and motherfuckers hate his soul. So no matter what you're doing, Fifth, they gonna hate you, dog. They gonna find a way.
Well, I'll give you another way to look at it, right?
Shoot.
I don't know not one person that be hating on a homeless person. I've never seen that. I only see people on hating on motherfuckers that's more successful than them. That's all I've ever that's all I've ever seen. So if I only got 10 haters, I need to figure out how to get to 1,000.
That's a fact, Five. That's a fact, Fifth. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it, dog. Hold on.
Oh, so look at
Brother.
my guy. Look at my boy. That's the bro right there. Yeah, I thought I sent you the link, man. You could definitely pull up.
Little Rich, what's the deal? What's going
That's the bro. That's the yo. I remember when he started talking to me in Spanish, yo. Shit fucked me up, yo. I was like, and I told him, I was like, yo, you gonna come out here, and the black people gonna be like, yo, bro, you sure you not Spanish? They're gonna be questioning him. Yo, you sure you not Spanish, bro? They be like, yo, you talk more Spanish than these Puerto Ricans do out here.
you don't know? Uh,
What's up?
I'm about to hey, the Rich is solid though, I ain't gonna lie.
That's the
So I'm
bro.
about to get on to the first episode of the New World podcast. You feel me? Featuring Spiffy Luciano. That's on my page. Y'all can go tap in. You feel me? It's gonna be 4 days out of the 5 day week. You hear me? Out of the 5 day semana. Go come tap in. You feel me? When 5 fifths get off this live. You hear me? Then come tap
Oh,
in
I'm
with
gonna
my
pull up over there. I am pulling
on
up
my
over
show.
there.
Yep, yep. We about to jump
Oh,
on in less than a minute.
yeah, I'm gonna be in the chat section on my phone.
Salute 5 fifths. Hey, y'all gonna see me more than often because we're gonna keep these trap doors open. We need this connection, this link. You feel me?
Definitely, my guy. You know it. You know it.
Hey,
We're around.
appreciate you having me on 5.
You know it. Appreciate you pulling up, Cash. That's the bro from the West. And that's what we talk about, making these fucking connections, bro. That's what I'm using the internet for. Make these connections, bro. Connecting with people who otherwise in the 90s, I would have never met these brothers. They in California. Without the internet, our paths would have never crossed, bro. Would have never happened, man. And I'm definitely gonna hold up. Because I don't like. And this always happens every time I try to find his shit. He right, because I be having the issue finding his shit too. I be having to go to my notifications. And I'm hoping it's still there. Damn it. Here it goes. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all his channel right now. Oh, it says he live right now. Hold on, let me show y'all his channel real quick, man. I'm telling you, man, I fuck with people, man. People fuck with me. That's who I fuck with, man. Go subscribe to the. Let me show this all the way on the screen. This is the name of his channel, man. Cash Rules Global TV. This is his channel. That's who is just on the panel with me right now. And as you can see, it says live. Look, he's about to go live. It says 5 p.m. That's about in a little minute, even though he should say live right here. That's crazy. That's crazy how it's just. Oh, it's right here. He is like, oh shit, that's right. He was streaming us. I forgot. I'm all the way tripping. I totally forgot about that shit. But yeah, go subscribe to the channel, man. Go subscribe to the channel. You see him, man. Cash Rules Global TV. It's a brother from the West Coast, man. Salutes. That's definitely a fact, man. I'm here to make these connections, man. We've been dividing enough, bro. That's how we kill this shit, yo. My bad, excuse me. That's how we unalive all this negativity, bro. But now we're gonna get back to the screen sharing because we ain't finished. All right, here we go. Let's go. All right.
Hip hop, the building blocks of hip hop, it was formed in the Bronx. The first popular DJs, DJ Kool Herc, Bronx Cat.
Oh yeah, so this is what I was saying. Hold up, because the argument he like the point of stance he's taking up, right? This is y'all get in that comment section and y'all let me know if I'm tripping, right? Because it seems like the point that he's taking, he's almost making it like a location thing. It's not a race thing. And that's what like Fat Joe was saying. He's like, yo, they not even from the Bronx. He's like, some people from the West Coast chime in. This is a Bronx, New York thing. Like they saying like it's a location thing. And people outside of the location are trying to make it a colored thing. That's what they're making it sound like. That's the perception that's coming from him and Joe so far. That's what it, you know what I mean? Like they are trying to make it like, okay, I'm not tripping. All right, because I'm not from the so this is why I try to tell people, bro. People like to ask me certain questions and I stay away from them. Like I don't do the prison politics in Rikers or because I was never there. I'm not a gang member. I was never in Rikers. So no, I'm not talking to you about any stories that I've heard about. I don't, because that's all speculation. So I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into that. But it seems like he's putting it like it's a location thing and not a color thing, not a race thing. And it's almost like him and Joe are saying like these other people that are not from this location are trying to turn it to a color race thing when this is about a location thing. That's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? Yo, what's good, BXJ Live? Hit that like button on the way, man. On the way, man. Share this to all platforms. Yo, and if you haven't, hold up, BX. If you haven't, yo, do me a favor, bro. Do me a favor, bro. Real talk. You and everybody else, subscribe to the bro's channel, man. Subscribe to his channel, man. It's Cash Rules Global TV. It's a brother from California, man. He was just on the panel, man. And I still think he's sharing this live to his channel still. It's the brother Cash, man. You know what I'm saying? Cool ass nigga, man. He's a cool brother, man. I don't know how he is with everybody else because I'm not everybody else. Maybe you done said or did some shit that pissed him off. I don't know. That's on you. All I know that they've been cool with me from day one. You know what I mean? And I fuck with those who fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into how people are with other people. I don't know. I can only tell you how he is with me and how people are with me. Because I can take accountability for my actions. You know what I mean? And with me, the brother's been cool from the moment he met me. Just like Rich had, just like a bunch of others, these brothers have been cool with me from the day that they met me, bro. True talk. And like I say, without y'all, there is no me. So let's get back to Urban Politicians TV. Keep reacting.
Hip hop, the building blocks of hip hop, it was formed in the Bronx. The first popular DJs, DJ Kool Herc, Bronx Cat. The first turntablist, Flash, Bronx Cat. The first guy to do the scratch, Grand Wizard Theodore, is a Bronx Cat, right? The first MC, you're looking at him. I was born and raised in the Bronx, Monsignor Hospital. The Bronx culture is hip hop.
Hold up. I didn't know he was the first MC. He was the first MC? Hold on. Let me get. He got mad when I was like this, but you know, this is a newer style. I've been in that, but I don't like being in the box, B. Don't try to box me in. You know what I'm saying? I got all angles of this thing mapped out. You heard me? Don't try to box me in. I mean, hit that like button, man. But now, y'all riddle me that, y'all. Riddle me that. He said he the first MC. He said he the first MC. Oh, I'm glad you subscribed. There you go, Cash. A brother from the Bronx just subscribed. There you go. That's what we talking about. Yeah, Cash is solid, bro. Cash is solid with me. I tell people all the time, man, just because we disagree, that don't mean we gotta hate each other. That don't mean we gotta disrespect each other. That don't mean we gotta, you know what I mean? I tell people all the time, I'm a Yankee fan, bro. It's not my fault that you have an unusual allegiance to some loser ass shit. It's not my fault, bro. Smile, we alive. But let's get back to this reaction, man. Let's get back. Because he's making it sound like it's all Bronx, like color don't matter. It's all location. So Melly Mel talking, he the first MC. What you got to do? What you think about that? Even though we know he wild all the way the fuck out in a minute, ain't about to address all that. You know what I'm saying? He about to address all that. We ain't going to hold you. Let's go.
Grant was a Theodore. Is a Bronx cat, right? The first MC. You're looking at him. I was born and raised in the Bronx, Monsignor Hospital. The Bronx culture is hip hop culture. So the fact that if you got two different sides arguing about the culture of hip hop, you didn't even say none of the Bronx guys' name. Like it's like all this we, like you French. Who's all the we? First of all, whoever's speaking about that, you wasn't even there. I'm there. I'm 16, 17 years old. I'm looking at Herc and them. If you want to talk about hip hop culture and have it being beneficial for somebody, then why ain't you supposed to benefit Herc? Why you can't ask Kaz or somebody? Ask somebody that was there. You're just going to take it upon yourself. Oh yeah, well, you know, so and so started the culture. At the end of the day, the people wasn't even really behind hip hop like that. Was behind hip hop. That's who was in the parties. And you had a couple of people from the outer boroughs, and they came in, but the whole thing happened in the Bronx. Ask Herc? Did you ask Biggs, or did you ask Flash? Well, Flash, what do you think about? Oh yeah, foundational Black Americans. We was Afro Americans probably back then. We wasn't even it was no foundational Black Americans. It wasn't the people wasn't behind hip hop other than the people that went to the jams in the Bronx. And let me just say this: when hip hop was first spoken, like in the connotation of it being something. It wasn't even a term of endearment. Just what people used to say. Now we just called it. We was just jams. We just having the jams. The point that you're trying to make is pointless because first you wasn't there. It was only Bronx cats in the original B-boys. They from the Bronx.
See how he's making it a location thing. You see? Do you comprehend what I'm saying though? Do you get what I'm saying though? It seemed like he's saying, and it seemed like what Fat Joe was saying. It seemed like with these two, because it's not everybody from New York, because Lord Jamar isn't saying this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Busta Rhymes took this stance. I think Busta Rhymes took a different stance about it being other races, but I don't think he took the stance of if you're not from the Bronx and you can't talk about this. I don't think he took that stance. But that's more to the argument of what Fat Joe was saying when all of this shit started on Math Hoffa channel. That's what Fat Joe was like. But who are these people? They're not even from New York. He was like, some people are from California. So he was saying like this is a territory or location thing. Fat Joe was making it seem like people outside of this location are making a race color thing when this isn't about race and color. This is about location. You know what I'm saying? Now let's explore that for a second. Because on the live that when Ant was here, he talked about how he thinks and feels that it's called hip hop at that certain time, so it could be located in the Bronx for a particular. For some reason, he wasn't allowed to get to go too much into what he thought about why the location, but he definitely has some thoughts on why it's in New York. Why is that? Well, he's saying it's that time of year because it's New York. Like at that time in that location makes perfectly. But now to his argument, it's what I said, right? But people don't want to accept this part. I said in movies like Lionel Richie and movies like James Brown, when they showed that then when they showed Lionel Richie when he was a kid running out of the house, there was a scene where there were a bunch of black guys on the corner what would be considered rap. They were rapping. Granted, the word didn't exist at the time for that, for what they were doing, but that's what they were doing. So now what are we arguing about? When it was called rap, when it was called hip hop, or when we was doing it? What is the argument here? When it was recognized, or when was it done? Because it seems like it was being recognized in the Bronx. Because if you go back and you look at these stories of Lionel Richie and James Brown in the beginning of the movie, when they were kids, they show older people already rapping. What in the essence, what is called rapping. So I'm guessing that isn't being considered. So the only argument we can take up from is what is being considered. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say that. Like, if you want to bring that up, I think that whoever, excuse me, I needed some water. I think that whoever dubbed it hip hop, whoever did that, whoever it was, somebody needs to go back to them people and say, yo, bro, you know that the same shit was happening over here at this location, right? And this, but now I got a question. When you do that, right? I got another question. That if you're from outside of New York, this shit probably ain't even gonna affect it. It's not gonna, you're not gonna comprehend what I'm saying like that. But if you're from New York, especially the Bronx, you won't comprehend what I'm saying like that. Because some people are like, yo, just why don't you give it the right date? So what? Maybe it started at Motown, or maybe they were doing it over here in Alabama, or maybe it was in Louisiana, or maybe it was wherever it was, right? Would the Bronx in New York still be the Mecca of hip hop then? Would New York still have that crown of hip hop then? Will New York still be the big brother of hip hop then? You get what I'm saying? Will that still be a thing? Because remember, for years it was New York City was hip hop. New York City was hip hop, and then the South chimed in, and then the what? You give them, but in the beginning, I remember it was all New York. I told people the furthest I go back is Ice-T, bro, and I only got Ice-T because of the movie Colors. He was in the soundtrack. He was in the movie at the end, rapping the song type shit. You know what I'm saying? Then NWA, but before them two, I could tell you that I was listening to like Public Enemy, Lords of the Underground, P Rock, and CL Smooth. I could tell you about what was it? Because I had an older brother that's 5 years older than me. This is what he was listening to. When he's 16, 17, we riding in the car. I'm 10, 11. This is what I'm hearing because that's what he's listening to. Brand Nubian. This is what we was listening to, bro. Tupacalypse Now. Shabba Ranks definitely was in the parties playing Hard Body. That's a fact. What was that? P Rock, CL Smooth, Greg Nice. A little bit later, EPMD, Public Enemy, obviously. But like I told people, my first album I ever purchased was the Red Tape, was Redman. The Red Tape. That was my first album I ever purchased, was Redman, the Red Tape. And then the second one was The Only Bill for Cuba, the Purple Joint. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? True talk. Yeah, Gary Tupac was also abridged from everybody forget that Tupac was born in Brooklyn. Everybody forget that. And even in Tupac's song Old School, he talks about limbes. He goes, the Spanish niggas coming down with the coconut ices. We call them shit limbes. You heard? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people forget that Tupac was from, but he is a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like there should be separation because we're all Americans. You heard me? We all here. We here. You know what I'm saying? And there's people that wish they could be where we are. You know what I'm saying? There's people that wish they could be you. They could be in your position. They're in third world countries, bro. But anyways, people ain't ready for that type of conversation just yet. You know what I'm saying? Willie Tonka, what you talk about, man? FBA claiming hip hop has no reward. It's not like you can cash in, claim anything. Record labels aren't no. Record labels aren't going to pay these FBAs. All right, so what it is hip hop has paved a way which other prior to that did not exist. They created an entire industry, bro. What are you talking about? Now today, your kid could be a music producer of another rapper or somebody else's kid, and they could create generational wealth. That's hip hop, bro. Granted, there isn't a 401k. I get what you're saying, but it has affected people. Come on, let's not be. Come on, man. You got to be facts over feelings, man. Even if hip hop only helped one person, you know what I'm saying? It helps somebody. If anyone is owed money, the artist that got sampled. Oh, but remember, they're not talking about money. They're more or less talking about how, and when it comes to being, you talk about the reparations, right? So why wouldn't it? You getting in your feelings? How am I getting in my feelings, compa? You know what I'm saying? It's a straight facts. How am I getting in my feelings? If anyone is owed any, because I don't think they talk about rappers and shit being owed money. I think they're talking about people that were slavery. I'm really talking about slavery, bro. That was all free labor. What are you talking about? Salud, mi hermano. Permina, Vesca. Bendiciones. Ah, Puerto Rico in the building, yo. De la bendición a May, Pai, los tíos, las tías, el abuelo y la abuela. Bendición a todo el mundo, a la familia enteramente, Pai. Salud. Amen. He goes, what do you think about the Spanish rappers like Big Pun? Yo, Christopher Lee, yo, Chris's career got railroaded because of the person that started all this shit. Because I don't care what nobody say. Why didn't another record label sign on Pun's son just on the strength of his father? Why didn't any other record label do that? And I know he was, I think, Slaughterhouse. No. I mean, like, why didn't Interscope? Like, why didn't a major label? I'm thinking it sounds like, imagine that, bro. Because everybody know how Big Pun hit. Pause. Everybody know how his music dropped. Everybody knew how that reaction was. That reaction and Joe reaction is two different reactions, bro. And everybody know the closest to Pun we ever gonna get would have been his son. And some of us really feel like that his career was his career fell victim to all that crazy shit, bro. Some people feel like that, bro. But let's finish this reaction though. Salute everybody.
Even the music that they say, oh yeah, hip hop is black music. It's Bronx music. Everybody else's song, the go-to song in all the other boroughs, it was Love Is a Message. The Bronx was playing Apache. That's what we was doing. Catch a Groove, all that. And if you look at the groups, the greatest, as far as I'm concerned, one of the greatest hip hop songs ever, which is Apache, it was a bunch of white boys and maybe one black. I'm going to address the 300-pound white elephant in the room. What do we do about Fat Joe? And the answer is not a thing. You do the same thing that when he said that did when he said it around. Because now you can like Joe, you cannot like Joe. Joe's a Bronx.
97.8%.
What does that mean? You can like Joe, you can not like Joe. He a Bronx nigga.
Think about that first.
Joe ain't no outsider. He's a Bronx nigga.
See?
You can like Joe, you cannot like Joe. Joe's a Bronx.
Listen.
Joe ain't no outsider. He's a Bronx.
You see? It's like he's saying, you see what I'm saying, bro? I'm not tripping, yo. It's like what's being held on to here is the location, right? And then the people that are in the location and some of the people that are closer to it are saying that the moving of the goalposts is when it's being changed to race. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is what it looks like to me from the outside. It looks like you had a certain group of people saying this is FBA created, and then you got other people saying that no, this is location created. Or let me phrase that a little bit better. Seems like you had a group of people saying that this race created this. You got another group of people saying no, this location created this. And the people that are from the location almost feel like when you say that this race created this, the people from the location feel like that's the goalpost is being moved. You get what I'm saying? That's what it seems like to me from the outside, because he said he was the first MC. So that means the first DJ and the first MC, because he had to have a DJ. You know what I'm saying? So it just all had to be around the same time. So the people that were actually present, because this is what I said, man, we're not going to take people's opinions, bro. Like Fat Joe, that was his opinion, bro. When he talked about the Puerto Ricans, we actually brought up the videos of the Puerto Ricans that were there when they were there, and we let them speak for themselves. And now he's speaking for himself. He's saying, like, look, I was the first MC, bro. That was me. And this is what was going on at the time. This is a Bronx thing. This ain't a color thing. This is a location thing. And it seemed like some people are trying to make it a color thing and not a location thing. And they want to remove the location from the Bronx and say, no, well, not location, because I haven't heard nobody really say location. But when you take into consideration this other part, you have to take location into consideration as well. Some people want to remove the timestamp that's on that and re-timestamp that to a time that's further back. So now once you do that, now by action, you take it away from New York now. You take that location of hip hop being created out of the Bronx and it might be somewhere else. But it seems like that's what the two parties are arguing against. One party saying this is a Bronx thing, another party saying this is a race thing. And the people that were in the Bronx that were there around the country, there's not all of the people, because again, Lord Jamar, he's from New York. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain people that is not taking this Bronx stance. And I guess someone like Melly Mel that was there, he's taking that stance. Someone that came after and Fat Joe, he's taking that stance. And I don't know who else. But as of right now, somebody who's actually there taking that stance publicly. And I believe this was like yesterday or last night. Let's finish this reaction, though.
What do we do about Fat Joe? And the answer is not a thing. You do the same thing that when he said that did when he said it around. Because now, you can like Joe, you cannot like Joe. Joe's a Bronx. Joe ain't no outsider. He's a Bronx nigga. So at the end of the day, if it's a Bronx digging from the crate crew or somebody, you call Joe, Joe, you wild and whatever. That's all that internet. See, that's that girl. You could say Joe.
You say everything changed. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And that's why I said I feel like he's making it a location thing. Because he just said if you're from this group, which is from this location, or you're from around over here, whatever, that's between y'all. But this internet shit, okay, you might have a point there, maybe. But this is my rebuttal to that. The shit he said was on the internet. Even if he's replying to what's being said on Twitter, which is the internet, he's saying something on the internet. So people on the internet are responding to what he said. You get what I'm saying? So even if your argument, even if people feel like if you only people from the Bronx or people from that time span can converse on this topic at hand, even if that is the case, right? Just in the rules of communication, he made a broad statement on the internet. You think the internet is not going to respond? You know it's going to respond, bro. Come on, man. We know that.
But when you see Joe, you're going to puff your chest up. You're going to get husky and say, Joe, no, you're not. You don't got to like Joe, my nigga. Joe, my nigga. Anytime he do something, you see your mailman, come on out here with me. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, anybody can say something you don't agree with. We men. All that internet. Oh yeah, you're gonna pass around a petition. You know, like what the you gonna send them to Guatemala or something? You're gonna send them to Guantanamo Bay or something? You know, anybody got an opinion? See, really, I don't really have a dog in the fight. I know I was there. I know everybody else that's talking about it wasn't there. But the thing, as far as that personalized it for me, was that I read and it was in one, and they called Joe a white Puerto Rican. I don't know about all that. He's Puerto Rican. What do we do about Fat Joe? The same, like I said, the same.
Hey, yo. And you see the way Ant laughed at that shit? You see the way Ant laughed at that shit, yo? Yo, and this way, let me square up real quick. Let me square up. Give me a second. Let me square up. You know what's the crazy shit, bro? All the way facts, B. I had never heard of a white Puerto Rican in my life prior to this situation, bro. I'm gonna give you three things I've never heard of prior to Fat Joe saying what he said on Mav Hoffa shit. I've never heard of FBA prior before that. I've never heard of white Puerto Rican, right? And I never heard the word tether. These are three things. These are three things I've never heard of before Fat Joe said what he said. You get what I'm saying? And mind you, he signed to Rock Nation. His superiors have not come out and said anything publicly, have not forced him to do nothing publicly. Nothing. Hasn't happened. The BET shit has said that he resigned because of the public uproar, not that his record label made him. So Jay-Z and them, they ain't saying nothing to him.
Thing that you did or that the guys did when he said what he said around them, you do the same thing that they did. Not a thing.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in. And that boy, Melly Bell, ain't been right ever since 2 years ago when he dropped that diss record to Eminem and they got the clowning him on the internet about it, y'all.
I got a question, y'all. I know you just heard him. Do you think he has a point there? Do you think Ant has a point right there when he just said what he said? Come on, man. I'm not biased, bro. Come on. We got to be 100. Listen to what he said.
And that boy, Melly Bell, ain't been right ever since 2 years ago when he dropped that diss record to Eminem.
What y'all think? Y'all think you think he ain't been right since that time? You still think he a little up, a little bit? What y'all think? You think he leveled out or no? What do you think? You think he leveled out or no?
And they got the clowning him on the internet about it. Y'all remember he had to put out an apology and walk everything he said back all the way down. And I don't know exactly what this is right here with him speaking on this. It's on his Instagram page. I'll put the link where y'all can go watch it in full because it is a little bit longer than this right here. He said a lot more. But I want to make this very clear. He is not credible in this conversation. Is he credible as in him being in hip hop? One of the guys that's there early in the Bronx, pioneer, legend, and everything like that? Yes. But his speaking intentions are not incredible because he's a complete contradiction in everything he says. Just 2 years ago, he was in the Art of Dialogue interview saying that Eminem was in position because he was white. Now all of a sudden, oh, these white guys were here for this. The race don't matter or nothing like that no more. Your credibility is killed right there on the hip hop conversation. This ain't killing it as in were you there or not? Are you really a pioneer or not? Or if you speak on something else. But when it comes to this topic, you're not credible because everything you're doing now is contradictory.
Hold on. I get the point that you're making. I get it. Because of everything he said, you're saying his credibility is shot. But hold on. You said something real important here, though, buddy. Hold on. Listen to what you said.
For this, the race don't matter or nothing like that no more. Your credibility is killed right there on the hip hop conversation. This ain't killing it as in were you there or not? Are you really
right there? How important is that to this conversation right now? Right now, where this conversation is, what he just said, you know how important that is? Let me bring that back a little bit. Listen to what he said.
Like that no more. Your credibility is killed right there on the hip hop conversation. This ain't killing it as in were you there or not? Are you really?
Were you there or not? That's what he said. This is not killing your credibility if you were there or not. Well, right now, we don't really have too many people that were there at a certain age that are talking about it. We really don't. We'll say because they say it's a whole bunch of people. It was 3 or 4 DJs. It was all right. Well, where are they? You can't tell me that. Where are all the break dancers? The people that are actually doing graffiti? Where are all these people at? It's not like they're 300 years old, man. It's like far few in between. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's why I said that the best people to take this, whatever's going on here, were from the people that were actually there. Because everything else we're talking about is from an opinion point of view. It's an opinion. We weren't there. I wasn't there. And what I was told was KRS-One said we were always there. Melly Mel saying we were always there. Melly Mel was your first MC. Then you got people that I don't think that are from the Bronx saying no. Then you got when they said that the Puerto Ricans that were there, the actual Puerto Ricans that were there, when they were there, they say no. They were already making the music. They were already breakdancing. They were already graffitiing. So when they started doing it, that's when we started doing it. And this is video, we have screen shared this already plenty of times. This is videos of them saying no. Black people were already doing it, and then we joined. So when the people say the Puerto Ricans were there, well, the Puerto Ricans that were there, because I'm Puerto Rican, the Puerto Ricans that were there said, no, we didn't create it. They were already doing it. And then we started doing it with them, but they were already doing it. That's why it's so many different stuff. And then some people feel like the conversation changing from race to race from location is a moving of the goalposts, because they feel like, some people feel like this isn't a conversation about race. This is a conversation about location. Nah, bro, this ain't got nothing to do with Black and Spanish. Nah, bro, were you even here? That's the first thing they say. Were you even here? Oh, you were not even from the Bronx, so you shouldn't even be talking about this. So they feel like the minute you change it to race, that's what this conversation to them feel like this is a Bronx thing. You heard what Melly Mel said. This isn't that. This is a Bronx thing. Then you got other people saying, no, this is a Black thing. So now it's like, well, what the fuck? I never heard of no argument like this, it being divided between race and location. I've heard of things being divided between location and location, or I've heard of things being divided from race and race, but race and location? What? Brody said, hell no, this ain't a Black thing, bro. This is a Bronx thing. What? What happened? That shit fucked my whole head up. What? What happened? Wait, what? This has nothing to do with Blacks and Puerto Ricans. Nah, bro, this shit got to do with the Bronx. That's what he said. I'll bring that. All right, I'm capping. No, I'm capping. Let's bring this shit back, bro. I'm capping. We're gonna bring this shit back again. I'm capping.
Or the culture. Now, it is no wrong answers. I don't believe in right or wrong answers, but it's results. Now, this is the bottom line. Now that everybody got their opinion, so now this is my opinion. Is no Black culture, like hip hop is not Black culture. Hip Bronx culture.
You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm saying? He's saying that the line, what divides this, the line isn't laid down where the color is. That's what he's saying. He's like, the line ain't located there. Now the line is located on location. If you weren't here, that's what they saying. If you wasn't, the people that were there, it seems like some of them, now I'm not going to say all of them, seem like some parties, and the more they come out, the more people that were there, the more they speak up, the more we get to wrap our heads around this. Pause. We get to wrap our minds around this, right? But because I don't think that Lord Jamar was there. He wasn't there. Fat Joe wasn't there. But what I'm saying is, out there, Lord Jamar from the Bronx. Fat Joe from the Bronx, but he wasn't there. He wasn't old enough. You know what I'm saying? Melly Mel, he was the first artist. He was the first MC. You get what I'm saying? And he's saying that this ain't a Black thing. This is a location thing. This is a Bronx thing. So when I'm saying this shit in the comments, they're like, yo, I'm bugging, I'm moving the goalposts, I sound racist. How I sound racist? If the first MC, that's what he's saying. The first MC, he is the first MC, bro. He the first one rapping on the mic being recorded, I guess. I don't know. He the first, however he became the first MC, that's what he did to become the first MC. You heard me? And he telling you that this is a location thing, not a color race thing. And it almost seems like what they're saying is whoever's bringing it to color and race weren't at this location at this time. He's like, I was at this location at this time. Race and color that didn't separate us. And it almost sounds like it's a whole bunch of people that's not from there that said that. That because I don't know, I'm from the outside looking in. I'm not from the Bronx. I'm not that old. I'm 44. I was born in 1980. I'm just giving you a perspective from the outside. Like, bro, this is what it looked like. It looked like, because some people are like, yo, but there was rapping before that. Well, now the argument changes. Now the whole goalpost is being changed to when was rap dated. Are we going by what the actual date is in the record books? Or are we going by what people are loosely talking about that didn't get recognized? Let's talk facts here. Are we talking about some shit that didn't get recognized? Because it doesn't matter what we know. It's about what it is. These are the facts. Yo, but Yeah, okay, people were rapping in the year 1000, cool. But hip hop was created in 1970 something. So what, that shit don't matter? That's why I keep asking. Because some people want to go to that date, some people want to stick to the Bronx date. So first we got to get the facts correct on what's being dated, and then until then, both parties are right and both parties are wrong. Because there's an argument for people rapping in hip hop before date that's given. There's an argument for that. And for whatever reason, that argument is not being had. That conversation is not being talked about for whatever reason. I don't know. For whatever reason, this music has to be dated to the Bronx. It has to be dated right there. It has to be this year. It has to be this month. It has to be this location. That's what it has to be. It has to be this time in this space with these people. It has to be that for some reason. I don't know why. I can't tell you that. Because I'm pretty sure what if there was somebody rapping already in Detroit, Michigan? Or what if there was somebody rapping in somewhere in Indiana in the year 14 something? What if that was happening? You get what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Who were they rapping to back then and why we okay, so now wait, hold on. So BXJ Live, check this out. I don't know if you've ever seen these movies. I'm gonna give you two movies that you could go look real quick, skim right through. Right? There's a movie of Lionel Richie when he was coming up, right? And one of the scenes where Lionel Richie's running out the house and he's a boy, he's a little kid still. One of the scenes they give you a quick scene of a bunch of men on the corner. What would we be doing? What we would consider rapping, but the word rap didn't exist yet. But that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing. You got scenes like that in the James Brown movie when he was growing up. They give you like little quick scenes of people doing what would be considered rapping. You know what I mean? Maybe they called it something else, but that's what they would be considered today. If that shit was to start today, that would be considered rap. But that's not being taken into account. What's being taken into account is what happened in the Bronx, nothing else. So what if something like that happened in California the year before? Better yet, what if something like that was happening in California at the same exact time, same exact day, same exact month, same exact year? What if the same thing was happening in California at the same time, same day? What if these people in New York and the Bronx were doing this, and these people somewhere in LA, Compton, Hollywood, Beverly Hills, wherever, Southern California, wherever in California, what if there was groups of people doing the same thing at the same time? But the only difference is there's only one difference. People in New York captured it with photo, people in California did not. What if that's the only difference? So why even bring 50-50 up if it's about Bronx? That's my point. That's what I was saying. I was like, yo, it seems like certain people, because Fat Joe said that in the beginning, they're not even from the Bronx. Then he goes, you got people from the West Coast chiming in on this. And then he said what he said. And that's like more to the point that Melly Mel is taking. Like, this is a location thing. This isn't a race thing. This isn't a color thing. This is a location thing. Because that's literally what he said. I'll play it back one more time if you want. Salute to all 35 people in the building. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to monetize this, man. We are monetizing this. No trying. We're doing that. You know what I'm saying? We've been live up here for 2 hours. Hey, I'm going to play this shit one more time, bro. I'm not capping. I'm not making it up. Melly Mel saying it himself, bro. This is not a black thing. Listen.
So now this is my opinion. Is no black culture. Like hip hop is not black culture. Hip hop is Bronx culture.
You see what I'm saying? It's Bronx culture.
Hop is not black culture. Hip hop is Bronx culture. Culture. Like hip hop is not black culture. Hip hop is Bronx culture, not black culture. Hip hop is Bronx culture, not black culture. Hip hop is Bronx culture.
See what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? And let me tell you something else that's crazy. Because this is what I'm learning. I almost seen this in real time happen. I almost watched somebody ask, well, how do you know if you fall under the FBA moniker, under the criteria, right? And he's asking the dude, and the dude's like, yeah, I could trace my bloodline back to somewhere down south. And he goes, oh, well, then you was FBA, this and this and this and that, right? And then he goes on to say, well, since you say that I'm under that moniker, this is what my opinion is on that. And then he didn't necessarily agree with what is being said. And the person got mad and called him a tether. So because this definition of tether is it has so many variances to it. So even if you fall under the moniker and if you don't agree, now you're a tether. Now race don't matter. Because I thought tether was more or less somebody that could pass for what would be an FBA, but then undermine them. You get what I'm saying? Because again, first time I heard of that shit, I didn't even know what it was. 3 weeks ago, I didn't, that word tether. Tether is what you do with a rope. Tether is another word for tie. You know what I mean? Shit is tethered together. You tied it together. You get what I mean? But it's like we have so many different definitions from so many different people that are coming from so many different backgrounds and so many different aspects. So we don't have a concrete definition for none of this stuff because we got people saying, nah, bro, y'all Puerto Ricans, y'all Spanish niggas, y'all trying to hijack hip hop. Then we got people that were there saying, nah, bro, this ain't a color thing. This is a location thing. In other words, some people are like, yo, y'all Puerto Ricans trying to hijack hip hop. You got some people from the Bronx saying, yo, bro, you trying to hijack hip hop from the Bronx. You trying to put it somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And it's almost like the people that are not from the Bronx are saying that it's about color. And then the people that are from the Bronx, and this ain't everybody. Let's make that clear. This is not a blanket statement. But it feels like people that are closer to the situation are saying that it's a location thing. And the people further away from the situation is saying that it's a color thing. Does that make sense? The people closer to the location and date. The people closer to the location and date are saying like it's more of a location thing. And the people further away from the location and date are saying that it's a race/color thing. Because Melly Mel is the first MC. He's the first MC, the first one. Not the first DJ. He the first MC. He the first MC. And he literally said that this is not a black thing. This is a Bronx thing. So in essence, Melly Mel is saying, you making it a race thing, you making it a color thing is moving the goalposts. You doing that is moving the goalposts. You see what I'm saying? It's like we getting a lot of different, how do you say, information. The information is vast. It's a lot of information, and some of the information is contradicting other information. Like some people say it has to be this or nothing. And then some of the people that fall in line with the this don't agree with that. So now they're part of the nothing because they don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? So I had somebody call what would be considered as an FBA, calling him a tether when he just don't agree with everything. And he's not the only one. There's a few people that fall under the FBA moniker that just don't agree with all of that. They don't. And now you create a whole negative derogatory comment statement label / title for these people because they don't agree with you. That's why I'm referring to these people, because you want to differentiate yourself from them. So we're only going with your vocabulary, because the way I grew up, we were all together. Now, I don't know, because some people are like, yo, this is a black thing. You Puerto Ricans ain't jacking this from us. And then you got another black guy. Then you got a black guy saying, no, saying a black thing. This is a Bronx thing. I'm trying to take this from us. Okay. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, bro? Because I like to see the positive and shit. So what I see, I got put on to something that's called FBA. And somebody told me what it was. Somebody helped me comprehend what the words stand for, what it means, what they thought the movement was about. And then some other people showed me this website and what the website says what the movement's about. And then other people, they gave me their opinion on what they thought it was and or what it should be. And a lot of these people, while we were sharing panels and sharing information and talking, they were noticing that we could not come up with a clear definition for the word tether itself. So many people were giving us so many different definitions. So many people were telling us. At one point, I had panels where the rules were if you did not fall under that FBA moniker, if you did not fall under the FBA guidelines, if you did not fall under the FBA criteria, I didn't want you talking about that topic on my panel. So when them topics were being brought up on my panel, I only wanted FBA people to talk about it together so we can gain of knowledge, so we can gain understanding, right? Because I didn't want to say the wrong shit. I was just like, yo, if I don't fall in it, that's cool. So I don't feel like I should be the one talking about that. I don't feel like I just got an outside point of view at this point, which going by what's being said, that don't matter. And then later on, it turned to this type of conversation right here. It turned to this. FBA is not from the Bronx. It turned to that. It turned to people saying, no, well, this has nothing to do with color. This has to do with location. That's what people are saying that are closer to the Bronx, people that are closer to that date. But people that are further away from that date and further away from the Bronx, they say it's about color. So what I'm saying is I might have somebody from New York tell me that they have one definition of FBA. Then I might talk to somebody from Texas. Their FBA definition might be a little bit different from that person in New York or New Jersey, right? And then I might talk to somebody from Cali, and he might say what he thinks is an FBA. And then I might talk to somebody from Massachusetts, and he'll say something like, well, between what everybody else is saying, this is what I think FBA is. And it's a good possibility that you might have 5 different opinions there, or you might have one. But in my experiences, we've had more than one opinion there. And the only reason why these conversations went good was because we made sure everyone on the panel, not just me, not just one, every single individual on the panel made sure that they showed self-resilience, that they showed self-respect, and that they respect every other person and also respected the platform and the conversation. Because if you don't respect yourself, how can I ever expect you to respect someone else? You got to respect yourself first. This is why if you lie to yourself, I'm not dealing with you, because if you're willing to lie to you, of course you're going to lie to me. St. Ephraim 128. All the pro-black movements since Garvey were inclusive of Afro-Latinos and West Indians. See, again, we're talking about shit that was more on my time. That's what I was talking about. At my time, there wasn't the separational line. There was a separational line, but it wasn't marked there. That's not where the line was marked. The line was marked at a different location, and we were all on the same side of the line. It was a different type of people that were on the opposite side of the line. So I totally agree with you. In my time, it was the same way. Yo, FBA created mofongo. Este cabrón. Yo, they created la chuleta también with the totones. Don't get it twisted, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, some people feel like it's about race. Some people feel like it's about location. I got a question for y'all, yo. What y'all think about this TikTok shit being banned? What y'all think about that? This is, like I said, man, it's urban politics, Melly Mel, Fat Joe, open topics and open panel, man. What y'all think about that? Because all this shit is crazy, B. All this shit is crazy. Hit that like button on the way in, man. Hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed, man. Show some love to the channel. You heard me? Hold up a second, y'all. Oh, he moved it. Oh, copy. I got you. I got you, Cash. I see what's up. I got to end this soon. Hold on. You tethers are obsessed with FBAs. We are so important to your lives. Okay. That's your opinion. You got every right to have your own opinion, bro. And bro came in hot. Pause. You arrived super hot. TikTok is banned because FBAs. Oh my God. These niggas crazy. So y'all don't think that has to do with y'all don't remember that other game? Wasn't there another game that was banned too? Another game that like mapped out the U.S. with the shit on the tar. You had to walk over it, and it said like you got it in the game. If Puerto Ricans were so involved with the creation of hip hop, where's the videos and images of the Puerto Rican James Brown? Where did you just come from? Did you not? You must have just got here, huh? You 100% must have just got here, KLB, because ain't nobody saying anything against what you just. Ain't nobody. Well, what you just wrote, nobody's saying what caused for you to write that. Whatever reason you have for justification of writing that comment, nobody said anything of that type on this panel that would cause you to even write something like that. That's how we can tell when somebody uninformed is typing in the chat, because you come typing in something that nobody even said. Nobody said anything like that, my guy or my girl. I don't know who that is. Yo, these comments are getting mad wild disrespectful, B. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for disrespect, B. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. If you FBA in this chat, you need to go look into Puerto Rico's history before you call us tethers. I try to, so right now just ain't the time for that. Me and some brothers have talked about the Borican heritage and all that, and they're like, what? And just like it's just not time. It's not ready for that right now, because this conversation that we having right now, 10 years ago, we couldn't have it. Yeah, I mean, the way the East Coast is being put onto the division on the West between the Mexicans and the blacks, we didn't comprehend how far that shit was till now. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta take this shit one step at a time, bro. It's all good. I'm not in no rush. I'm not in no rush. We could take this one step at a time, bro. You know what I'm saying? As long as the main thing is that we got to be able to conversate and communicate with each other in a respectful manner without disrespecting each other, without calling each other out of each other's names. That's the first step. I mean, because we can always agree to disagree. That's always a thing too. You know what I'm saying? Because we always ain't going to agree on everything, because if we would, then we would all be the same person. So obviously, no. Come on. You know what I'm saying? True talk. And I definitely respect the brother Cash. I thought he was already started his live. Thinking he pushed it back a little bit. I'm definitely gonna pull up to the bros live. You know what I like doing? I'm just not like these other. I like showing love to other people's platforms too. You know what I'm saying? I like showing love to other people's platforms, bro. I'm here for the connection. I'm here for the connect. I'm here to connect information. You know what I mean? Put our puzzle pieces together, we could create a bigger puzzle and solve a lot more of our problems. Yeah. Oh my God, let's do this. So if that's the case, right? Check this out. Where that shit at? If that's the case, Spike, why do Puerto Ricans wear wife beaters? Think about that. And I don't even think that came from a Puerto Rican. Honestly, I think that was a whole nother race that I saw in the first video hitting this girl with the tank top. Then it became called the wife beater. You talk. But I don't see what I'm saying. I can't. It's shit crazy because I talk Spanish, bro. I'm from Borican, right? I keep trying to tell y'all, bro. I got nieces and nephews that are half black. I got nieces that are half Polish. I got nieces that are half white. What I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to hate the people I'm related to because of your experience? I'm supposed to hate my nieces and nephews that I changed their diapers and I babysat them when they were babies because of your experience? What we talking about here? Like, what we talking about here? I know hella Puerto Ricans that never left the island that don't know English that are darker than me. Way dark. There's Puerto Ricans in the island that still got dreads and they rock feathers. Never left the island, still on that tribal shit. These are facts, bro. What I know for a fact is that a lot of our brains were filled up with images and information that isn't all the way 100% about all of our backgrounds. And I think that we're holding on to this information that fills our brain that's created in a divisive manner. It's created to be divisive. It's created to divide us. You know what I'm saying? Just facts of life, B. But we've been live for a minute. We've been live for 2.5 hours, bro. We still got 27 people in the comment section. Yo, I know my boy Cash is going live at 8:45 in a little bit, like 20 minutes. Let me see. Urban Politicians on right now with 187 people watching. Time is now got 1,000 people in the chat. You got CNN with 208 people in the chat. A lot of news stations, man. Three people watching, 8 people watching, 2 people watching, 36,000 people watching. Timecast IRL, 36,000 people watching. That's what I'm trying. I want my chat to be like that. 80,000, 100,000, a million people in the chat. Cash App's going crazy. Super Chat's going crazy. Information going out that we can actually help each other in real time going crazy. That's what we talk about. Hit that like button, man. It's 5/5. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. You know I'm definitely going to be at Cash Global TV in a few. Hit that like button, man. I appreciate you pulling up.